Welcome to your favorite 10 Super Settler Let's Play, my fellow gamers and Going Medieval fans. First and foremost, I want to thank you kindly for noticing what I missed in the previous episode and figuring out the cause of my issue with building that cursed wooden beam. In this episode, I fix that mistake and do a lot of building, resource management, job priority changes and all around improvements for the village. I end up with a new expensive great hall on the second level of the main building, while adding a lot of new roads to speed up my settlers on their chores around the village. At one point I give them so many new jobs, everything from planting more trees and bushes to moving furniture and baking clay bricks, that I overwhelm them and have to take a break from all the micromanagement so they can catch up. But this just means a lot of things are achieved and the village moved forward to a brighter future along with some of your suggestions. Now, just like you told me in the comments of the previous episodes, you were totally right. I accidentally deconstructed these stairs here, and that is why my villagers are having a problem building anything underneath. As we can see, if I zoom a little bit down here, nope, no stairs here. And that was the main problem. So thank you very much for noticing this. I totally failed to notice when I did this accidentally, and I failed to notice it in editing even. So that was the biggest problem and the issue why nothing down here was getting built, and they even ended up, poor folks, sleeping here. Yeah, Sybil and Ostrich are sleeping down here right now because I totally forgot that I had deconstructed this by accident. Well, I didn't forget, I just didn't notice, and thank you very much for telling me. Now I'm going to be fixing that, deconstructing the last of these wooden floorings and switching them over for clay ones so that folks can speed up their movement. And as you can see, now I can wake these two up and they will now go back to their own beds because they're not going to be sleeping on the floor anymore. Now, okay, and that's deconstructed. Let's put this back as a faster route. And another thing that you have suggested and that I really want to talk about, as I mentioned in the previous episode, they do have the ability to move through shelves, but as you have suggested and told me, they don't really move at 100% speed, they move at a lower 50% speed. So having these tiles here tells them to use this path because this is a path of 120% and they won't go, well, wait, is it 120 or 100? Yeah, 120%. So they're using these paths instead of going through the shelves, except on the oddest positions that are here, that they simply have to go through one of these shelves to actually get to these shelves. Now, as I talked about in the previous episode, I am not really going to base my design on them moving through shelves, which is why I'm doing it like this and preventing them from being able to do so by having actual paths with higher speed through here. And you can see that the cursed wooden beam that I called it in the previous episode is now built because it was actually not cursed. There was just a problem with the staircase because they couldn't move down. Now with all that settled and I have finished talking about the shelves and the passageways, I need to deal with some other issues. For example, I don't really have good flooring in these rooms. And it is spring, so I don't really have to put in braziers, but I do want to put in some flooring. And I am going to go with clay brick flooring, and I do have enough, I think, for all the homes to get this kind of flooring, because this will help speed up my villagers as they are coming and going from their homes. So adding flooring in all of these homes, and then I'm going to connect these homes with roads over to the rest of the village, and that way provide these villagers with a fast route in and out. So that's about it. Now let's see, through these doors, through here, over to here. And that should help you guys out. And I think that's about it when it comes to clay bricks. I am going to probably spend all of them at this point, so I'm going to wait for them to create more. They do have 2 of these kilns working on that. As for iron, I have lots of coal which I've dug, but I don't have that many iron nuggets, and that is something that I have to keep digging for. And I think I only have the spot here that is the closest, so I'm going to keep on digging here. Let's go and dig 1, 2, 3 veins here. And I think the spot where they are going to carry this is on a stockpile over here, indeed. And that's close enough to these. I don't really have to provide anything closer, at least I do not think so, that I need to provide anything closer for them to be able to use these. Now, with the first floor now safe and secure because of the stability which has been mostly fixed, I do still have this strange stability of 3, which kind of annoys me at a few points, but I'm going to just leave it this and yeah, leave it as such. So 3 stability, 4 stability is enough to build a second floor onto here. Now I just want to check a few things. As for here, I can unlock tailoring now. Block cutting. Do I have limestone? I haven't even picked up any limestone, and I don't really need too much limestone right now. So because I want to build these, I need clay bricks and iron, which I bought. No, I don't have iron yet. Wait, why do I not have iron when I have iron? There's iron right there. Do I not have a stockpile to place it on? Yeah, that's more likely. So let's just add it here. Material, manufactured. Iron ingots, steel ingots, gold ingots. Yeah, leave them there. They won't really rot in the rain or anything. The chronicle is down here, but I should have on these bookshelves very high, but I'll allow everything on these. So back to the point of building that clay brick heart. I can pretty much do that at this point, so let's do that because I've been waiting for the kitchen for far too long. So clay brick heart, and I do have a spot picked out for it here. It is going to cover the shelf, but I'm going to try to prevent myself from going into too many details that are spending too much of my time. So have they placed... Oh yeah, it's a good thing I didn't spend all my clay bricks because I wouldn't have anything to build the cart with, because the kilns are working kind of slowly. And why are they working slowly? I have clay. I have plenty of sticks to burn it for fuel. So I think it's just a matter of some of these folks not actually working on that. Who could I pick to work on that? You're eating. What are you doing? Drinking. You're praying. It's possible that they are now at their schedule for rest. Yeah, they are. Rest and leisure time. So I'll just let them do that, and then I'll think some of them will go and turn this clay into clay bricks, and then somebody will also make the clay brick heart, and we can start making better meals. Oh, can we? Do we have herbs? We have 72 herbs. And where are those herbs? Down here probably. Yep, they are. And we should have meals available to be placed here. Packaged meals only. Those not, the rest yes. Okay, so wood is a problem because I have spent a lot of it on making all those shelves. And are these trees grown yet? Let's see. Option on, option off to reset it. Nope, still growing. So these are still going to take some time. I will have to cut around the village. What I'm going to have to do is to plant more. So let's go to planting. That would be all the way here. And then trees. And then just put these individual ones like so all over the place. Maybe sometimes two. But for the most part, yes, I am going to need to bring back what I've cut down in order to actually have close by trees, because these, once they are grown, I'm also going to cut them out, and then again we are back to square one, where we do not have enough trees to cut down and have wood, because I'm definitely spending a lot of wood, because I'm not digging for either much clay, because I'm using clay for clay bricks and roads, and I'm not really digging for the limestone and turning that into blocks which I could use to build anything. So that is why I will definitely have to plant a lot of trees if I want to keep on making the settlement out of wood. Now, I'm not particularly sure, am I going to be using other materials than wood? I would love to, because they do look better when you actually have more than just wood. So I'm going to probably invest in other materials, but currently I'm, as I said, going with wood and maybe a little bit of clay later on. Now, as for research, as I said, have they? Yeah, there we go. I'll go back to research. I can't seem to find the time to do so. Lavish meals, forever. Edit them so that they do not use coal or wood for burning. And there are a few things that I don't want to use. Barley, and the rest looks okay. So they're going to start making that. I can stop making meals at a campfire. An advice I got from one of you. I'm not going to be just deconstructing these all the time. I'm actually going to be packaging these. So I'm going to click here. It says remove, but it doesn't really remove it. It removes it from this spot and places it onto a stockpile. And I should probably get a stockpile for that. Well, I'm just going to stockpile it here. I don't have the wood for all these shelves anyway. So I'm going to put a stockpile here. I'm going to go with high, clear all. And then I'm going to go to structures and allow all of them. Now, any of these workstations that I destroy, I'm going to stop destroying actually and moving them onto the stockpile and then selling them to merchants, which is the tip that I got from one of you, and I think it's a great tip. So don't deconstruct these, move them to stockpile, and when you get a merchant that comes into your village, sell those things to him and get something good in return. Now on to another thing that needs to be done. Actually, yeah, I'm out of bricks, I can't really do that. So what needs to be done is that somebody actually does this job and prioritizes production on the kilns. So she's going to do that on that one, and let's see, what are you doing getting resources? Oh, Rhetoric is going to do this one. Okay, so this is going to start getting done. But in order to increase the speed at which this is produced, I need more kilns, and I need a spot for these kilns. And in order to get a spot for these kilns, I need to move the production of something to another place. So I could make a nice, well, if I put the great hall on the second floor, I'm going to be using up a lot of time for them to take stuff from here and under here to take to the second floor and eat there. Although I can always put a shelf and a stockpile there with ale, rough wine, beer, and some food, and they will eat at that great hall. So my next job should really be to make a nice great hall on this second level. So that is what I should invest my time in. Now, tailoring is something that I want to research because I do have a lot of Linux, so I'm going to unlock that. But I will also need a room for that as well, because I don't really have a spot for a tailor to place his workbench at and work there. So let's see, one of these places, homes, doesn't really have a spot for that. So it is another thing that has to be made on the second floor. All right, so what do we make the second floor out of? Well, first floor, second level. Wood is something that I'm slowly starting to get more of, because I've sent a lot of them on their jobs to actually cut down these trees, though these trees are not very close, but it is what it is. So let's go with wood still, and hopefully they will cut down and bring in some more wood as we are building. So a room for a great hall, which requires kind of a lot of room. Which one of these was it? Great hall requires at least minimum grid space area of 50. That's about 5 times 10. So that will require a lot of resources, and I need a small room. Why are you idle? You can do mining, smithing, carpentry, marksman for hunting. I could send you out hunting. That's not a bad idea. I haven't done much hunting here, I think. So let's turn off the trees. Take a look at here. We've got wolves. And do I see some animals? Yeah, lots of rabbits over here. So let's mark some rabbits for hunting. And the folks that are currently idle are gonna go hunting. Let's just make sure that their job isn't hunting for too many of them. So the person who's idle is Mary, and her hunting skill is 15, and with a 4 on her priority. So, yeah, she wasn't hauling anything, even though there's plenty of wood and sticks to haul around. Yeah, that's pretty annoying. Why would you be idle if there is plenty to haul? But okay, let's move hunting to 2, and she'll probably go and hunt. And I think some other folks are going to hunt as well. Yeah, this guy is going to hunt because he doesn't have anything to mine. Smith. Okay, but never mind, they can both hunt. Now, to go back to the previous subject of building the second level, I am going to use wood, as I said, and let's see now. To make this great hall as close to the actual stairs, so that they do not spend too much time going to and from it, I'm going to start making it from over here and just going to close up this whole area. So the stairs are actually going to be part of the great hall. So a wooden window here, 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 and then walls again. Let's go like this, add some more windows. I'm going to leave this part here for the tailoring room, and then close up about here, add a doorway here, go here with some more walls. I think that should be enough. So 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's plenty of space for a great hall. So let's put the doorway in here. Move this all the way to here. I might even cut it a little bit short here. And I have a doorway here. Okay, so that's going to be the great hall, and it has to be covered. But because I'm so low on wood, I'm not going to cover this with wood, but I'm going to actually do it with hay, even though it's going to be like wooden flooring later, but currently to not spend too much wood on it, I'm going to use this type of a roof. So like so, and then so. Why can't you cover what, you know, the stairs are blocking? Oh, right, because I have already made the stairs. The simplest thing would be actually to deconstruct these stairs, since I do not have the next floor here yet, and I did place them there only to show you how the whole idea is going to work out. So I'm just going to deconstruct these stairs and put them back in place once I actually have a need for them here. And let's finish up the roof. Okay, so windows, doorway, stairs, that's about everything that we need here. Now to turn it into an actual room where they can eat, we need some tables, and what I'm going to do is not move these, but let's see what kind of other materials. Although I haven't unlocked too many furniture options, so it probably won't have too many options. Stone table needs lots of limestone. Do I have wood remaining? I seem to have. So okay, let's go with wood. So medium table, and let's put it over here. And one more next to it, and then we just need lots of chairs. I am going to use new ones, and I will move half of these that I already have here. So let's package these, actually not package, relocate these up here, and this I think is the last of them. Just turn it about. Okay, so that's 2 tables, that's plenty of chairs. What this room also needs is 8 banners, deer heads, wall shields, and 4 torches. Okay, let's do that next. So wooden torches. Can I go with iron torches? Although I don't really have that much iron, but yeah, I can afford this much. So let's go with one here, one here, one here, and one over here. That's 4 torches. And now I need some banners and wall shield decorations, some deer heads. Not enough bones? Really? Not enough bones. What about all these bones here? Oh, one. Oh, I see. Wait. This here has come to get caught. And I do have some limestone here though, that my villagers have not picked up, but I will leave that for later. I just need them to finish this. So yeah, so no bones for deer heads. I'll have to leave those for some other time. Let's go with wall shields then. Let's go with them being here. That's 2. And then some banners. Wait. I don't have that. What? I haven't unlocked that, it seems. Yeah, wait a minute. So research. I have... Oh, there we go. Decorative banners. Unlock that. Okay. Now we can work with this. So banners on the walls. Oh, summer. Okay. That should not be an issue because I already have placed all my food underneath. And 8. That should be everything. So 4 torches, 8 decorative banners and shields. I think I have like 12 chairs and 2 tables. So this, once finished, it's going to be a great haul. Now I know it doesn't look like much, but as I said, this is just the first build for these people to have place to do everything that they need to do later. Once we have more resources and more time, we are going to make better stuff. I'm out of red currants, so I could attempt to find more if there is anything that could be taken. So there really isn't that many red currants that I can get, but why don't I have barley? Oh, it hasn't ripened yet. 2 days. Well, just 2 days, that's not too big of an issue. Let me just check on this place. So Caucasus, animal, human, enemy corpus, human yeah, I don't need this anymore. I can just clear this completely and remove the stockpile and change this one to enemy corpus, human corpses. And as for the bones, I can bring them all over here. So animal, bones, just so that I actually have that resource for whatever I needed, like the deer heads for a great haul. Now, why is there is an actual shrub growing here? I'm going to cut this one out. Now, as for the trees, has somebody dealt with these? No. Why have these not been planted? Oh, some of them have been planted, so it's being worked on. I just added so many that it's going to take them a while to do so. Okay, so leave that to them to work at. Why do I have so few shrubs now? Did I really use them up all? Apparently I did. I kind of like red currants. I think I'm going to bring back some red currants. I'll just find a nice spot for them. I like the look of them. They're really cool. They kind of remind me of those shrubs in Age of Empires 2. I think they were like almost the exact same size and shape. So that's probably why I have such a nice remembrance for these red currant shrubs in my mind. That's why I'll bring them back next to these trees. Okay, so with that done, my folks who work on growing stuff are going to be doing this for a long time. Luckily, I do have plenty of them with high botany skills. Now, have you finished this thing yet? Nope. Yeah, I'm playing with the roofs off just to give you a better viewpoint, but sometimes I like to turn it back on and see these roofs in action being built, because I think these roofs being built is one of the coolest animations in this game. I think somebody should start working on one of these soon. We can watch it. I mean, you saw it 1,000 times, but it's just enjoyable to me to see this. It just goes up so beautifully. And I think this also reminds me of some RTS game in which you build structures like this. I'm just not completely sure which one. I think it is Command and Conquer Generals. I think the buildings in that game like just grow from the ground. Even though they are built, they look like they are growing out of the ground. Yeah, so many good memories of all those games. Now, the rest of the chairs, why have they not moved them? Yeah, interesting. Maybe that's a job that they'll do last once they're finished with the other jobs? It's possible. This is still a spare room. Why is this still a spare room? Oh, because this one isn't finished. Okay, so that will be done. And as I said, I do need that extra room. Do I have any wood left? Oh my god, no wood left at all. Okay, let's try and find some more wood then. These are still growing, so yeah, I won't be seeing mature trees there anytime soon. So let's cut more of this forest over here, get more wood, because I definitely need a lot of wood for everything that I want to make, and the workbenches for tailoring. That's also going to cost me a lot of wood. They will deal with that. There we go, great haul. Excellent. Excellent work. Now I need to stop them from eating over here, and to do so I'm going to package these tables, so that will force them to eat up there, and the chairs are going to be moved at some point. Probably soon, I hope. Probably. So how about the food situation? 24 lavish meals, 69 packaged meals, which I don't want them to eat, 181 stew, which is excellent. So I just need to worry about getting some new barley for my beers, and I don't really have... Oh, I did add another... Oh, actually I added a lot. I kind of forgot about that. Okay, so that's excellent. Where are all those shelves? Are they full? No, and it's a good thing because I don't really have the wood to supply them. Are they finally moving these chairs? Yeah, I think they're finally doing that. Yeah, so building was a primary job instead of moving the stuff. Okay, so what else do I need to do here? Research? I don't really have any available. I do have 2 research tables, and as for the jobs, I have given them priority 1 for both of these, although this person is better at growing, so I think I'm going to let her go back to that job. So research should go back to 3, and she should spend her time tending and then growing, harvesting and such stuff. Mining she's so good at, but I'm not sure should mining be at 2. I think I need to move this to like growing as 1 and cutting and harvesting, while mining should be 2. And that way she'll spend more time doing that, because I do have a lot of trees to be planted, and also those red currant shrubs I just added. Now iron, it's going up because I dug a lot of iron from here. There is some limestone to pick up, but they do not seem to be taking it over here. Let's extend this a little bit more, and then just make sure that I actually have that set up. Oh, I didn't even set up limestone. Wait, no, but it is set up. It's not even set up over here. That's why they weren't taking it. Okay, now these I have moved into here. I do have this for the caucuses and material. Great. And they are not in the way, although I could actually add 1 more of these over here in the corner. They're working on this. They can pass through here easily, although this should be turned into clay brick tiles instead of wood. Now over here, this 1 research table is now enough, but I'll leave 2 when I want to have more people working on this research. I should go through clothing once I actually have this room up here, and yeah, but I still don't have the wood. Although that doesn't prevent me from setting up this room so that they can actually work in it. So let's add some windows, add the walls on the rest of it. Okay, and then roof. Let's do a different one here. Let's do it like this. Okay, I think that's about covers it. Although I might have an issue with the roofs here. Or I might not. No, I think it's gonna be okay. This roof is gonna go into this one. Okay, yeah, I am out of wood because you folks aren't harvesting, cutting enough. Let's change this from growing to 1, growing to 2, and from growing so that harvesting is going to be higher. So this is going to be 3, this is going to be 1, this is going to be 3, this is going to be 3. So now they are more likely to harvest all that wood that I need than to actually be setting up new trees because I'm really short on wood. And I think that will help me fix this situation that I'm currently in with the lack of wood. Botany higher, that's cool. Research, I can unlock what? Stone block cutting, don't really have the limestone for it. Wooden weaponry, don't really need it. Cartography would be a good idea at this point. So I'm going to wait for that. Okay, yeah, and they're eating now up here. The tables are packed. The chairs should be moved. How many chairs? 2. And I have down here 4. So once they move these 2, I will probably move 2 more chairs over here. Now, they have almost finished this. And I could put in the table for sewing station, sewing workstation over here like so. Yeah, it's a big one. To go there, and I do need some dedicated stockpiles in here. Let's go with wait, it doesn't have to be a stockpile, it can be a shelf. Yeah, let's put in a shelf here, and that shelf is going to hold the materials while they can put in the finished stuff on a stockpile. Well, on an armor rack, but yeah, I haven't unlocked that yet, so that's going to take some time. Let's just put the stockpile in then instead of an armor rack like so. And then go with medium, clear all, apparel, clothing, and hats. What? Shackles? No, don't need shackles. So I think that's about it. Yeah, but if I do this, she's gonna get slowed down when she works here, or him, whatever. Whoever person comes here to work. So we'll reduce its size to this. And we'll put armor racks there when I actually unlock those. Okay, so what about those chairs? One has been taken up. Nope. Wait, there are 4 chairs. No, yeah, there are 4 chairs. Okay, they're still doing that. I think I hear a lot more wood cutting being done. So yeah, finally me taking a crack at their jobs and their priorities has produced the result that I've been waiting for. Oh, I do have some mature trees right over here. Might as well cut these since they are so close. So as you can see, building a large area with 10 villagers, 11 villagers now, and then starting with such a high amount of villagers, you really end up cutting a lot of the wood, and that is why a lot of the forest, and that is why you have to actually add a lot of these tree seedlings. But as you can see, even that might not be enough, so I've added a whole entire forest around my village, and it's going to make it look more beautiful, and that is a bonus. Now, is anything left over for me to do? So research, I'm still waiting for them to move these. I'm waiting for more wood. I don't really have that much room for all these sticks, although I have increased the size of this, so that should be okay. Sticks, yeah, they can set that there. Now the person who's supposed to be dealing with these hair caucuses is for some reason not... Oh, it's not the person's fault, it's my fault. So forever, edit. Yeah, that was totally my fault. So meat can be set up here correctly. Meat, raw. Meat, raw meat. Yeah, so they can do that. I just kind of forgot to click on this and enable raw meat production. So that's now fixed. Now about the jobs in that, cooking. Let's go with 1. Cooking at 20, hunting... Oh, because of construction maybe. Yeah, but that's okay. Construction at 3. What? 3 as in steward and hauling 3. I don't really remember the rationale behind this, but this definitely needs to go lower on the priority list. So who else can do cooking? You can, but you got other priorities, so I'll leave you to it. Okay, so this will probably get done really soon. Now the trees are being cut, but nobody's bringing anything. And I do have hauling, priority 1 for this person who should be doing that, and 2 for these 2. So yeah, somebody should be hauling all that wood. Now I have probably given them too many jobs to do right now. I mean, I've asked them to plant 1,000,000 trees, I've asked them to plant 1,000,000 red currant shrubs, well, 500,000. I have asked them to make me lots of these bricks and lots of these iron ingots. I don't really need that many iron ingots now, so I might as well stop the production of these so that they can actually concentrate on other stuff. And I do need the clay bricks, so I'll leave that on. As for the rough wine and ale, that's going to be possible soon because this is going to ripen in a day, but they're not doing too much of that. So where are they using up their time the most? I think that would be gathering, cutting wood, and making the food and research, and yeah, planting all of this. So indeed, I have given them pretty much too many jobs to do that they are taking their sweet time to actually do all those jobs. And yeah, so I'm just going to leave them at it, give them a little bit of time, because I just obviously give them too many jobs. They can't get around to doing them all so quickly. But I think this is pretty much everything that I wanted to achieve in this episode. I fixed most of my problems. Any new issues that came up have been solved, and even the second level is now getting built. So with the roofs back on and going up to the maximum height, we can take one more look at this growing village and say goodbye until the next episode. Thank you all for watching.